ISO 27001 Annexure A and the subsequent Code of Practice ISO 27002 has gone a drastic structural change. The new version looks very comprehensive and focused on cybersecurity, including cloud and privacy. ISO 27001 standard is expected to be released in the month of March 2022. Hello and welcome to Information Security Governance, Risk and Compliance. My name is Salvador and today we will see what are the different changes that has occurred in ISO 27002. The clauses 4 through 10 of ISO 27001 standard, which is scheduled for release in March, will mostly remain the same. Annexure A and subsequently ISO 27002 has changed, and ISO 27002 instead of Code of Practice will now be called as Information Security Controls. The original 14 domains in Annexure A, starting from A.5 to A.18, and ISO 27002 are now converted to 4 domains: organization controls, people controls, physical controls, and technological controls. So the new ISO 27002 will have now 4 domains, 2 annexures, and a total of 93 controls. Organizational controls will have 37 controls, people controls will have 8, physical controls will have 14, technological controls will have 34 controls. Annexure A explains how an organization can use attributes, and Annexure B explains the correspondence between the controls of 2013 and the new 2022 edition of ISO 27002. Let's check out the controls. In the organizational controls, 5.1 to 5.4 speaks about the controls related to information security policy, roles and responsibilities, and management responsibilities. 5.5 and 5.6 talks about contact with authorities and special interest groups. 5.7 talks about collecting and analyzing information security related threat intelligence to mitigate risk. This is a new control. 5.8 explains requirement of information security in project management. 5.9, 10 and 11 speaks about asset management. 5.12, 13 up to 14 deals with information classification and transfer. 5.15 and 5.18 deals with identity and access management. 5.19 to 5.22 discusses security related to supplier or third party. 5.23 is a new control which talks about how to mitigate the risk of moving to or exiting a cloud. 5.24 to 5.28 discusses controls for the security events and incidents management. 5.29 and 5.30 deals with the business continuity management. 5.31 and 5.32 talks about the controls for legal and regulatory requirements. 5.33 and 5.34 deals with privacy related controls. And finally 5.35 to 5.37 are compliance related controls. Let us see the people controls now. 6.1 and 6.2 are pre-employment controls. 6.3 and 6.4 controls to be implemented during the employment of any employees. 6.5 and 6.6 discuss the post-employment controls. 6.7 and 6.8 talks about controls to implement securing the data outside the corporate network, which is work from home, and user responsibilities to report security events. This is a new control. In physical controls, clause 7 largely remains the same as A.11 physical and environmental security, except for an addition of a new control 7.4, which is physical security monitoring, requires to monitor and deter unauthorized access to the physical premise. In clause 8, technological controls, 8.1 is a new control talks about securing information at the endpoint level. 8.2 and 8 to 8.5 are the tech controls related to access management. 8.6 is the capacity management of storage, telecom, computing, etc. 8.7 and 8.8 talks about controls against malware and vulnerabilities. 8.9 deals with baseline configuration management. 8.10, 11 and 12 are new security controls for privacy related matters. 8.13 and 8.14 controls for backup continuity. 8.15 and 8.16 logging and monitoring controls. 8.18 and 8.19 are controls for use and installation of utility programs. From 8.20 to 8.23 are the network related controls, including web filtering, which is a new control. 8.24 is for cryptographic controls. 8.25 to 8.31 deals with SDLC or software development lifecycle and application security related controls. And finally, 8.32 to 8.34 are change management and audit related controls. One of the important change that ISO 27002 has undergone is that every control will now have 5 control attributes. Those are, every control will be a control type, will have a control classification, will have a security domain, be related to a cyber security concept, and it will be of any operational capabilities. Additionally, every control will be now tagged. Let us see what control types are. The control types are preventive, detective, and corrective. Classifications are defined as classified as confidentiality, integrity, and availability. The next attribute of cybersecurity concept is largely influenced by NIST cybersecurity framework. So these are identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. The controls are also now grouped under vertical domains, security domains such as governance and ecosystem, resilience, protection, defense. And the operational capabilities attribute is nothing but A.5 to A.18. These are governance, asset management, information protection, human resource security, physical security, system and network security, application security, secure configuration, identity and access management, threat and vulnerability management, continuity, supplier relationship security, and legal and compliance. The new ISO 27002 has 11 new controls added to it. These are under organizational controls, people controls, and technological controls. In organizational controls, they have threat intelligence, information security for use of cloud services, and ICT readiness for business continuity. In people control, physical security monitoring. Technological controls, we have configuration management, information deletion, data masking, data leakage prevention, monitoring activities, web filtering, and secure coding. 23 controls have been renamed. Though they have renamed, the functionality remains the same. Sixteen controls have been deleted. This is a list of the controls that are deleted. 35 controls remain the same, but about 57 controls are merged into 24 controls, because of which the number of total controls are 93 from original 114. This is a list of the merged controls. From 8.5 there are two. These are from 8.6 and 8.14, 8.6 and 8.11, from 8.8, 8.9, 8.10, A.11, A.12 and A.14, A.12 and A.18, from A.13, A.14, A.15, A.16, A.17, and A.18. A sample documentation of ISO 27002 will look like, for example, 5.17 is authentication information, which is password. The control type is preventative. Information security attributes is CIA, confidentiality, integrity, availability. Cyber security concept is protect. Operational capabilities is identity and access management. And the security domain is protection. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video. Do provide your feedback and subscribe the channel for upcoming videos. Thank you.